was so fascinated
Did the
by
idea
it.
of a buddy really bother you?
Oh, no. Hello, friends, and welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
And this is our episode 6.
6.
Yes. In honor of Election Day coming up on Tuesday, November 6th, I'm wearing this festive bow tie.
It's
It
very
lights up. Can you
festive.
see it
I'm
lighting
very
up?
jealous of that bow tie.
Oh, don't be. I'll get you one.
Yay.
So, also in keeping in that theme, we're going to be talking about a show that is in its 6th and final season. That show is called House of Cards. I think that's appropriate for election time.
I think it's perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect choice.
House of Cards just came out on Friday, November 2nd, and they released all 8 episodes at once. But we decided we're going to just go 2 episodes at a time. So, we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. So, Claire Underwood is now the President of the United States.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this. I didn't know what to expect. It was kind of weird not having Frank there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I
But I
know.
kinda welcomed it.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. We know was the right choice, but it is a little. Yeah, he's like the absent present.
Yeah, exactly. So it starts off with she has to make her first public appearance since being president, and there's already like a death threat.
Yes.
Of course.
Mhm.
And the vice president is trying to say you really shouldn't go. And she's like, I'm going. It's the 4th of July. There's no way I'm going to miss this appearance.
Right.
Right? Which, good for her. By the way, Robin Wright's brilliant. Nothing phases her like Claire Underwood's not. Oh, you're getting goosebumps?
I know, I did all over my body.
I figured.
It's just her on-screen presence is just like chilling.
It's amazing. As crazy and like scandalous as she is, I almost wish I could have that temperament. She's just very like,
She's
cool
as
Nothing
an
phases
evil
me.
cucumber.
Yes, well said. Exactly. So, what did you think about the scene when she's hearing noises in the wall?
Okay, so
kinda
she
weird.
was like, "Have you figured out what that noise in the wall is?" And you keep hearing this like thump, thump,
Yeah.
thump. And then nobody can figure it out, which I'm
Right.
like, you live in the White House, you have Secret Service, you can't figure out what that noise is.
Yeah.
And she figures it out.
It's a bird.
It's a bird in the wall.
It was like pecking out of the wall, and all we can think of is that that's like the spirit of Frank Underwood,
Yes,
right?
totally.
And she's like, I release you.
Well, when she was walking though with that bird in her hand,
Did you think she was going to crush it?
yes!
You thought she was going to crush
I
the
was
bird.
so worried for the bird.
Because you don't know what
I
to
was
expect
like,
with
is
her.
she just gonna like crush the bird and it's gonna fall to the steps?
Right. I thought the same thing.
I was like, it was the most suspenseful,
tense.
possibly the most suspenseful moment in the show. And even though like people have died, like literally people have been killed in the show, I was like most concerned for the bird. The bird didn't do anything.
I know.
The bird wasn't trying to
not his
gain
fault.
anything politically or career-wise, like didn't want to be a famous journalist or anything. It was just trying to get out of the wall.
But nonetheless, she did let the bird go.
It
So
was-
she was releasing Frank,
Yes.
basically. It was symbolic.
Yes.
Another person who's back is Doug Stamper. He's under like psychiatric observation.
What is he up to?
Is he plotting against her?
So I was wondering in the first episode, like how long is he going to maintain that he is guilty for, the murders that Frank committed?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, is this going to go on season after season? And then nope.
No, I know.
Right? So what's he going to do?
I don't know.
He's out now.
He's such a loose cannon. I
Yes.
don't know, because I just kind of automatically thought if you're loyal to Frank, you're loyal to Claire. But it doesn't appear that way at all.
Clearly, he is not loyal to her.
Yeah.
He does not like her.
Again, another great performance by a
And
great
the
actor.
questions are raised about the nature of the relationship between Frank and Stamper. Like, what was their relationship? There's obviously a lot of undertones, and we know the president, may he rest in peace,
Sure.
had histories with other men.
Yeah.
So what did Stamper and Frank Underwood have in the past that we haven't been made privy to yet? It's very unambiguous.
That is true. If I had my guess, I actually thought it was more of like a father-son relationship. I don't know, because he's got issues. He's got parental issues in my mind. Obviously with his mom.
Yes.
Refer back to
for
the
sure.
first few seasons.
Yes, for sure.
And then I wanted to bring up when she actually decided to do that appearance with the troops.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when she was shaking hands with everybody and that one
Yes,
troop?
so there was one female troop who questioned her.
She's like, what's your plan to like keep us safe and not get us killed?
Right, you're
And
sending us into war. Do you even have a plan?
Exactly. And then Claire said the best thing ever. What did she say, Dr. S?
She says, would you have asked me that if I was a man?
Boom.
But
In your face.
But I have a question.
Go.
Claire doesn't like to be questioned, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Yes, because I was thinking, or Claire doesn't like to be questioned by women.
Oh, do you think?
Well, what about the journalist who
Oh,
asked
on
her a
the
question
plane?
later? I mean, I know that journalist had previous interactions with Frank Underwood and knew things that maybe Claire didn't want to be made public.
Right.
But she did not like to be questioned by that young woman either.
Do you think it's just women, though? Because I think she's very defensive. She's on guard because she's like, got a lot of people coming at her that think they want her to fail, basically.
Well, she's putting on mixed messages, I think. She's saying that she's going to fight for women's rights, kind of, but then she doesn't like to be questioned by women. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot going on with her take on.
I would agree with that, except the vice president says a lot against her. And she's like, no, dude, I'm going to do what I want to do. In layman's terms, basically.
True, that's true.
And he's a male. So I don't know. I think it's just anybody questioning her because she's got, she's got a lot to work against. I don't know. We'll see. It was only the first 2 episodes. Another thing is there was like an attempted assassination when she was in her limo. But really, was it? It was more like a scare tactic, I think.
Was it trying to send a message when people are able to even attempt that assassination? Could they have actually been successful if they wanted to be successful? It's really not yet answered.
Probably
it's not clear. We don't.
I don't know. Well, whoever those people are, Diane Lane's character and her brother are like some kind of evil, obviously, and then the son, who by the way is in American Horror Story.
So Annette and Bill Shepherd,
yes,
who are brother and sister, but I kind of got a strange
Jamie Lannister and
totally.
Cersei. Yeah,
I totally got that kind of like incest vibe. I totally did. So does that make their son Duncan? I mean, her son Duncan, the Joffrey of the show. There was definitely that like undertone going on there. Oh my god!
It's funny you say that because I kind of thought these first 2 episodes were like Game of Thrones with like suits and heels.
Yes,
you know.
And if you're gonna insert Game of Thrones into politics, it should be in a TV show and not in real life.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there. It's okay. Move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure what that is, but
it's okay.
I like it that you went there.
So, but I don't know if I missed it or if they neglected to mention that they were brother and sister, because at first I was trying to figure out what their relationship was, and then I was like, oh my god, they're brother and sister.
The only way I knew is because when she talked to her son, she's like, your uncle.
Yes.
Your uncle,
that's
my brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when it came out. So
exactly.
Yes. Mm-hmm, exactly.
Well, it's seeming like this season's going to be just as ugly and sinister as the other ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when Claire does her direct address to the camera, as I'm doing right now.
Oh, I love that.
So she's like giving her speeches just like Frank would.
Yeah.
And then he would directly talk to the audience as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if I can trust her. Like, she says she's going to deliver us this truth that he never gave us.
Totally.
And I want to believe her. And like my first impulse is to believe her. But then I'm like,
you can't.
No, I don't know. Everything. My mind is very confused right now.
I know. I want
to trust her. And then I also want to make sure we talk about how the season opened, which was the flashbacks to Claire as a child.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was, I think, the very first scene where Claire is a child and we see her.
Yeah. That was a little disturbing, yeah.
Yes. So we see that she was, like, what's the word? It's beyond bullied. Like, she's, like, abused and, like,
kind of by these little young boys that, like, cut her clothes off.
Yes. So really awful things happened to her as a child. And the season opens up that way. And we get a few more scenes of that throughout the first and second episodes.
Yes.
And then we see her retaliate.
With the broom?
Yes. And I know that horrible things happen to her, but her retaliation is quite brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
it's good that we get to learn, like, maybe how she became this kind of cold-hearted
and
person.
The way her mother does not help her or defend her. And basically her mother treats her like she brought on all this torture.
Yes. Dr. S, it's TV theory. They want you to, like, know where they came from so you can kind of feel sorry for them. Then she's probably going to betray us. You know? That's just how it works.
I know. Right.
Well, it's only been 2 episodes. There's a total of 8 episodes. So next week we'll talk about episode 3 and 4.
Episode 3 and
Wow,
4.
I
And
can't
I
wait.
know this family, the Shepherd family, they're going to be a presence, and they're really creeping me out.
They're trouble.
And I just have to say, too, that game that Claire and Annette play where they, like, talk to each other and they don't move their lips and they just smile.
Yeah.
It's very sinister.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really...
It's pretty entertaining, though.
Yeah, it is good. Good stuff.
Well, stay tuned. We'll talk more on the next episode. Let's move on to our segment called TV Tidbits.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, so Dr. S, how about you go first? What's your TV tidbit this week?
Okay, so my TV tidbit is totally tidbitty.
Oh, perfect.
So I was just thinking, I have a whole list of shows that I've watched a lot of that I love, but that I haven't finished.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Unfinished business,
Unfinished business.
Oh.
That's actually what I wrote as the title
Stop it.
in my mind. Yeah, mental title. Unfinished business. So included, amongst many others, are Parenthood. Great show.
You never finished Parenthood?
I know. Veronica Mars. It's so good. And I know it's coming back next summer, so I should definitely watch it.
Okay.
6 Feet Under. I know. It's amazing.
Never finished
Vampire
it.
Diaries, The Originals, Bones. I know I have more, but those are 6 of the shows that I've watched but never finished. So I kind of was thinking to myself,
Wow.
like, why do I do this? Why do I do this? So I came up with two reasons.
Okay.
2 reasons, I think. So one is that I've been burned by series finales before.
Oh.
You know, like Seinfeld,
when they all end up in jail?
Dexter,
Oh, that one.
right?
Yeah.
Right? And then Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just like, the series finales, just like, I don't find very satisfying. But then second, I think I have what I'm going to coin as FORO.
Wait a
FORO.
minute. What is that?
You
though?
know what FOMO is, right?
I do. It's fear of missing out.
Right. So FORO is fear of running out.
You don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end.
Oh.
So I was thinking about my life, other spheres of my life. And then when I open my fridge, I see bottles of ketchup with this much left. Mustard, this much. Mayo, this much. I don't want to run out. Because what if one day I need mayo and there's no more?
Oh my
I look
gosh.
under my bathroom sink. This much of heat protectant for my hair. Don't want to run out because what if I need it one day?
Dr. S, I feel like we should have a couch and you should lay down on it and we should talk about this.
FORO, people.
Maybe after.
Hashtag FORO.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's interesting that it's like all aspects of life for
I
you.
know. It's a new pathology, people.
You have so much work to do finishing these series, especially Parenthood, because that's the only one that
So
I've seen all of.
I wanted to invite the viewers, though, to suggest one of these 6 for me to finish. Because I have 6. And if you can just leave a comment and tell me which one you think I should finish first, then please let me know.
Good
Because I
idea.
will go for it. I will do it.
Good
Based
idea.
on your suggestions. It'll be therapeutic for me.
Can I suggest one?
Yeah.
Parenthood.
Oh, gosh.
That's the
Okay.
only one I've
I'll
seen all the
do
way
it.
through.
I'll do it because these are all good shows that I love.
Yeah.
I know.
It's going to be okay.
Okay.
Well, gosh, not to be a Debbie Downer, but my TV tidbit is about Top Chef contestant Fatima Ali. Have you watched Top Chef?
So I've watched a ton of Top Chef.
Yes, but not this season.
I've stopped a few years ago, but I love Top Chef.
Oh, it's such
Fun
a good show. So the most recent season had a lot of very talented chefs. One of my favorites was Fatima. So 2 months after leaving the show, she found out that she has Ewing sarcoma, a rare form of cancer. It's actually usually white male children that have it. So it's
wow.
how the heck did she get that? So she has gone very public. She's talked about it, that she has this diagnosis, and it did go away for a little while, but it ended up coming back in July. She found out that it's actually terminal. The doctor gave her a year to live. I know. But if you watch her on the Ellen show talk about it, she's so brave. She's so unfazed by it. She's she's definitely a hero to many people fighting cancer. So her mission for the last year of her life is to travel around the world and eat at the best restaurants because she's a chef.
I love it.
I know. So Ellen, being like the most generous, Ellen DeGeneres,
We love you, Ellen.
person ever, she had a Shutterfly give her $50,000 to travel the world. So I just thought that was amazing because she was my favorite contestant. She honestly, like, I don't know if she was like the best chef. I have no idea, but she is a light. She's just a beautiful person. So I had to mention that because the way she's handling this is beyond what I could even imagine. I couldn't handle myself that way.
I know.
That and by the way, she did not win Top Chef, but she won Fan Favorite.
Of course she did.
She's
love
amazing.
that.
Oh, see, that was as close as I get to Goosebumps.
That's pretty much.
Let's bring it back up though.
Let's do it.
Well, I mean, we'll try because the next show we're going to talk about is pretty depressing. It's good old This Is Us. Okay.
Okay.
Again, we have so much to talk about.
I will let you guide the way, Tori.
Well, let's start off with the first scene is Kate. She's on the phone telling everybody about her pregnancy. Yay.
Yes.
And Toby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you notice, though, the order in which people were told? So it was her mom first, right?
I did not pick up on this. Okay, go ahead.
It was first her mom, and then they inserted really quick that, oh my gosh.
Oh, the friend Madison.
Yes, Madison.
I love that friendship, by the way.
Yes, I know. So I love that they inserted her. She was like the second person that she told.
She was so excited.
I know, so excited. We didn't see her again in the rest of the episode, but I like that we know she's coming back, because why would they have inserted that?
Right.
I love it, because it's like skinny little girl, big Kate.
And they're like BFFs.
You thought in the beginning, hatred. And now...
Look at them.
So I'm sure she's going to come back and be amazing.
I would love that. No, I didn't even notice that. And then Randall was so cute when he found out.
Yes.
And then, they're all trying to be supportive of what Toby is going through. Which Toby is, we see him actually trying to be functional, trying to get off the couch and get dressed, but he's still having a tough time.
I know, Toby. Yeah. I feel like I just love that they're including the storyline in the show and just like how vicious depression can be in people's lives. And that moment when he does take her advice and go on the walk with her. But he still is like, you're gonna leave me one day. And she says, no, I'm not, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. But I just felt like that was a bad omen.
Do you think so?
I know, and it's gonna be her gonna be her struggle.
No. Don't even say it. Don't even put it out there.
I know, but it's real life.
That's true.
Yeah, it's real life.
What a debilitating disease.
I know.
So it was good news and bad news, Yes. It's much like Kate's life.
Because she has a maybe baby.
Oh.
I like how they call it a maybe baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's pregnant.
Maybe baby.
But she just has a maybe baby.
Oh, that's right.
Until the baby comes. Then it's a real baby.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, okay. Yes. Well, we also saw Randall go to the church where he was trying to kind of get in touch more with the people of Philly because, he's running for city council. And his opponent had no problem calling him out for being there and saying, Randall is running against me. And Randall, of course, with all his grace, he was like, yeah, hello. Smiled. Inside, he's probably like, F you. But... Yeah,
he's just like, are you kidding me, people?
Yeah,
Thanks
right now.
a lot.
Really?
Yeah, his opponent, though, is like, he's ruthless, but he's also like, I feel like he has grounds. Like, hey, where did you come from? Like, you're not from this city. Like, what right do you have to be running for office in our town?
Yeah, you don't know what we go through.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know me.
Right. So, I mean, I see his side. I see Randall's side. So it's going to be an interesting political fight.
Yes,
it's going to be a fight, though. That's for sure.
Yes. We also see Beth, who's... she's trying to put on a happy face as well. I feel like the tone of the episode is put on a happy face. Yeah, so she's obviously out of work and she's trying to just pick up the pieces and move on. She's trying to help her little girls sell Girl Scout cookies. Yeah. She has like a little mini meltdown.
Yeah, so her daughter's like, well, normally we would have gone to mom's work, but...
Little brat. Sorry.
But Beth's like, you know what? We're going to go to the supermarket. We're going to set up shop and we're going to sell cookies. So the first supermarket they go to, there's already... Girl Scouts set up there. So they're like, wah, wah.
Right.
Two.
And then Beth forgot the card swiper.
So seriously, Beth, who pays with cash these days? Everybody knows you got to have Square.
Beth is a little distracted, okay, Dr. S? Okay?
And her daughter. Which one is it? Tess?
Yeah.
The older daughter. One.
She's
bratty.
Rude to her.
She was bratty. It's true. Like, Mom, who would forget the Square? Seriously. But Beth lost it.
She's like, shut up. That's exactly what.
And we're like, whoa.
Never seen her lose her cool like that.
Yeah.
But she has every right. She really is going through a lot.
She is.
And then one of my favorite scenes from that episode is when Deja is trying to comfort Beth.
Oh my gosh.
Did you know I was going to say that?
Oh, if we didn't talk about that, we would let's just close up shop on Tori Talks TV if we did not talk about this conversation between Deja.
Her adopted daughter.
Yes.
She has been through so much in her life and she's comforting Beth.
Yes.
Saying that, I know how you feel, or I've been there, and trying to make her feel better. That was so touching, that moment.
Yeah, so she says to Beth, if you're sad, you need to tell Randall. And why? God, that talk they had in that bedroom, Deja was like, Randall will tell you you're exceptional. He's told me I'm exceptional in a way that, like, he thought I'd heard it a million times before, but she lived a whole life where no one ever told her she was exceptional. Aww. I know. And he'll tell it to you in such a way that you'll believe it. So she, gave Beth heads up, this is going to happen.
How moving is that?
Right? I,
Best moment.
Like, no, like, I wasn't just tearing up or crying. I was like, bleh.
Like ugly face
Like,
crying?
no, seriously. And like, it would come back. Like, I'd stop, clean myself up, and then it would like come back again because it was just so moving.
No, that was a big part of this episode.
And it moved Beth to tell Randall how she felt at the end of the episode. And Beth totally thought she was so cool. Like, I know, you're going to tell me I'm exceptional. And yet Randall still told her in a way that only Randall can.
He's
and
so smooth.
She was like, you do see forest animals and kazoos when you see me walk in the room, because that's like what
Disney.
Beth told her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was just so beautiful. I cried during the Deja talk, and then I cried during the Randall talk again.
That was the best. I didn't cry during those. I'll tell you. I'll reveal at the end where I cried.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to.
I don't think you're gonna guess. To be honest with you, I
Oh.
think it's not what you
surprising?
expect.
Okay.
Yes. So we have to talk about Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
Duh.
Kevin.
So Kevin and Randall meet up in Koreatown
Mm-hmm.
to discuss who this mysterious lady is that's wearing the necklace.
Kevin's obsessed.
He's obsessed with it. Yeah.
Obsessed.
Yeah. So he's got to figure out who this lady is that was wearing the necklace that I guess she gave to Jack, and then Jack gave to she gave to Jack, maybe not. We have no idea. But
she's wearing it and Jack has it.
Right.
Jack gives it to Kevin.
So
we need to figure out the story.
Yes.
How this necklace got from the woman's neck to Jack
to Kevin. Yes. So while that's all happening in Koreatown, people are starting to recognize Kevin because he's the Manny.
Well, Randall's like, I can't meet you in Philly because if the black people see me with the white movie star, I'm going to lose any street cred that I didn't even have.
Yeah.
I have no street cred as it is.
Right.
But if they see me with you, it's
over.
So I'm going to find this like hole in the wall place in Koreatown and we can meet there.
We're going to hide.
Yeah. But guess what?
Everybody recognizes Kevin says he's like, apparently like we're number one in Korea.
Yes.
Apparently, yeah.
So the Koreans love the Manny.
Yes.
Man, baby man.
But it works toward it helps Randall with his campaign. So he's like, hey, maybe I can get these people to hear me. Maybe I can get these people to vote for me.
Right.
And he ultimately gets a campaign manager out of it. That was super cute too.
But I love the moment where like Jaewon, the campaign manager, he's like, so you've never stepped foot in Koreatown and now you're going to just try to like come in here with your celebrity brother. He called him out. Yeah, called him out. You're going to come try to get our votes. And Randall's like, you know what? You're right. You've never seen me. I've never seen you. But you know what? I do care. Yep. And I want to know what you want. And I was like, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and when Jaewon comes back, and like, I love how he was like, Randall's like, oh, I never caught your name. And he's like, oh, I'm Jaewon, but people call me John. And then Randall's like,
nope, I'm going to call you Jaewon.
He just calls him Jaewon.
Because Randall is the best.
I love you, Randall.
You are amazing. Yeah.
Because Jaewon was right. It was like you came out of nowhere, and so he was right to call you out. But I think the merger of those two it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. I get to see Asian people on TV. I'm so excited.
Oh, yay!
Asian people on TV. It's kind of rare, so I'm always happy.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I love it. And I hope his sister, the translator.
Oh, for the mom.
That was amazing.
That was super cute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope she gets to be on the show too.
Lots of great moments in this episode.
So good.
Well, we also find out not only did he get the campaign manager Jaewon, but he asked Beth, his wife, to work for him.
Yeah.
And she, with some hesitation, she said, okay. Because she didn't want pity.
She didn't want pity job.
Yeah.
But he did it. He invited her onto the campaign in such a way that like she felt exceptional.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And so now it's going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Yay!
Randall for city council.
Go Randall!
Let's do it.
One more thing I have to say is, okay, gotta bring it back to Kevin. Kevin did ask Zoe to go with him to Vietnam so he can figure out how this whole necklace debacle debate happened.
Yes.
So that was really cute because, I like that she wanted to go do her little staycation in the hotel. And she's like, I'm going to do it by myself. But he's like, he can't stay away from her.
Oh my gosh. I love the way he was like, I don't know if it's like the documentarian in you or the person who kind of likes me in you, but come to Vietnam with me.
And she's like, okay.
Did you cry?
No, I haven't cried yet. Ready? Are you ready for my reveal?
I thought that was going to be the moment.
Nope. Okay. So the moment that I revealed.
Oh, I think I know.
The moment that I cried, I'm going to reveal it now, is after the show ended.
What?
Yeah, there was a message on there from the writers. It says, I'm going to read it. This is the quote. Our hearts are broken. We stand with our television hometown of Pittsburgh. after the shooting that happened at the Pittsburgh synagogue. That was just pure class.
I didn't see
I
that.
love that. You didn't see that?
I didn't see
After
that.
the credits started to roll, before they started saying the names, they had that message.
I think it's because I think it's because I watch on Hulu.
Oh.
I don't think they show that on Hulu.
Okay, well, how beautiful is that they said that?
That is beautiful.
Because that is it. Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a big part of the show. So thank you for doing that, creators of This Is Us. That was so sweet.
You guys are awesome.
And I really am sad to say this, but it said that the next episode is not going to be for 2 weeks.
What?
You didn't know that, did you?
I didn't, because Hulu doesn't tell you stuff like that.
Hulu, come on.
Hulu, get it together.
Be cool.
Yeah, Hulu doesn't know.
The next episode's not going to be for 2 weeks.
Okay, but before we move on, we got to talk about boxing.
Oh.
Boxing. Okay, so This Is Us has an amazing way of telling a story.
Yes.
And I actually think that we need to rewind a little bit to the Vietnam episode where they talk about telling a story and going from forward to backward.
Yes.
And that's kind of how people have memories and tell stories. Mm-hmm. So that story was all about like telling the story of his brother from to the day he was born. So I just love that This Is Us has this ability to like talk about a theme. So boxing was the theme here. So really Jack comes home with the black eye. This is like Jack of the past. Well, I guess all Jacks are Jack of the past because he's, I'm sorry.
Rest in peace.
Yes, all Jack. Okay. So anyways, he comes home with kids are kids. And he's been punched in the face. He's got a black eye. And Rebecca's like so mad. Like, you're boxing. How could you be boxing? And Jack tells her like, you know, I just have to tell you, like, boxing, it quiets things for me.
It's therapeutic for him.
And so she's so mad, like, you know, it causes brain damage. Like, people get hurt. And Jack's like, okay. So he says he's going to stop. And then she comes home with, like, the boxing mask. Mask?
Yes.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, the
it protects
helmet. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I a little bit cried at that moment.
That was so
She was
sweet.
like, okay, I get it. Wear the mask. And then when she, like, says, okay, teach me to box. That was so cute. I forgot about that. I know. And then he was like, the funniest, cutest moment, though, when he was just like, oh my gosh, you with boxing gloves and a nightie? That's like a fantasy I didn't even know I was missing.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty hot, though.
Oh my gosh.
It was really cute.
That was
and then
really
the
sweet.
overall lesson that connects to Randall in the present day that his dad, Jack, taught him was that when your opponent hits you in the face, you just smile.
And what happened at the church when his opponent called him out?
Exactly. Smile. And that's exactly what he did. That opponent called him out in church. He was hurt. He knew that it was a low moment for him in that political campaign, but he just smiled.
Yep.
And when Kid Randall wanted to learn how to box, Jack was like, you know, I will teach you to box, but Randall, your secret weapon's going to be your brain.
Right up here.
Oh, man.
What an episode. Oh. That's what. Is there more?
Sorry. There's so much.
No, it's okay.
There's so much.
What did I miss?
I can't not mention the moment between Kate and her mom. Because Kate, like a couple times during the show, she's like, Mom, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Toby's dog ate a rock. Yes. I either need to wait for him to poop it out or take him to surgery. What should I do? What should I do? And her mom, like, tells her what she thinks she should do. But then her mom also tells her, you know, life and parenthood, it's all about a million different choices that you're going to make. And you're not going to be able to turn to me to all of them. But it's all about taking a breath and making a choice.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really like that moment. Yeah. Because life is all about taking a breath and making a choice.
It's cute that she keeps calling her mom for advice.
Yeah. Her mom, who she doesn't have the best relationship with.
No.
But mom is mom.
Good job, Mom.
Mom's out there.
Well, wow. I feel like we just talked about a whole season of this.
I know.
But yeah, they're spoiling us with a lot of content.
That was like a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I know.
All right. Well, let's move on to our favorite segment. Well, okay, it's my favorite segment.
I think it's mine too.
Okay, I thought so. I didn't want to assume.
Who doesn't love a good list?
Exactly.
Right?
I'm a list person. So this segment I'm speaking of so highly is our Fab Five. So we had told you last episode that this Fab Five is going to be our top 5 TV homes that we want to live in, wish we could live in. So without further ado, I think I'm gonna go first.
Oh, do it.
Is that okay with you?
I always am cool either way.
Okay, cool. So my number 5 is the house from The Brady Bunch. Okay, do you remember that house?
Of course I do.
It's kind of ranch style.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of 70s-ish.
Yes.
And I chose the picture of the staircase because that's what I remember most from it.
The staircase is like an icon.
A big deal.
It's an icon of the show.
Yeah, so And I also remember when, like, Marsha, they threw the football in the back. She's like, oh, my nose. I don't know. Everything about it with their AstroTurf, everything about it I loved. And for some reason, it felt comforting to me. Yes. So that's my number 5. What is your number 5?
So believe it or not, I think you're going to be a little shocked by this. Okay. My number 5 is Murder House.
You're joking, from American Horror Story?
It's actually the Rosenheim Mansion in Los Angeles, I think.
Wait, are you telling me that that's a real house?
Murder House without the murder. It's a real house. You didn't know?
I thought it was just like a set.
We're going to need to do a special episode where we go on the road.
Oh my God, on location at Murder House.
Light bulb.
I didn't even know that. That's a really good one.
So Murder House from American Horror Story. It's a real house. The insides are also real.
You mean all of that
Those
we
rooms,
see on the show?
Remember that teal color room?
Yeah.
Those stained glass. Yeah.
Does somebody live in it?
It actually just got purchased by, oh my gosh, I actually know who just purchased this. So the ex-wife of Paul Oakenfold. The most famous DJ, like, in the history of DJs. Yeah. His ex-wife purchased it. I think for, like, I want to say $17 million, but don't quote me on that.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy,
wow,
right?
I'm really glad you included that.
The Rosenheim Mansion.
Since that was the only season you watched of that.
Yeah, but it was an amazing house, people.
It's
Murder
beautiful.
House minus the murder.
Minus the murder. Okay, let's go on to number 4. So my number 4, I affectionately, and I think it's called Banks Manor from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, do you remember that it had like had a lot of things, but it had like the tennis court and the pool house?
Yes.
Where Will Smith obviously lives. And it's a mansion and it's in Bel-Air, so, you know.
Who wouldn't want to live there?
What more can you ask for?
Unless you hate good stuff.
Exactly. So that is why that's my number 4. It looks like the White House, if I'm looking at it.
It is. The White House for Black people.
It's beautiful. Yes. All right. What's your number 4, Dr. S?
So from 4 down to 1, it gets a little, like, different.
Perfect.
So number 4 is the Zeke and Camille Braverman house from Parenthood.
Oh my gosh.
But in particular, the backyard.
Really?
The backyard where they have
they have their family dinners?
Yes.
With the lights?
Yes. The lights. Yes. And you know what? If you really look carefully, it's like a mishmash of like old furniture pieced together, rugs from everywhere. I mean, my house has a mishmash, but does not look that cute.
It's like a garden of dreams.
But it's because happy memories happen there. They're like, ha ha.
Oh, I'm really glad that you chose that.
The backyard.
Like
the Braverman parents.
Good one. All right, my number 3 is it's not really a house, but it is the loft from New Girl.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
So spacious.
Yes.
A lot of good memories there, obviously.
Yes.
I just like the open format that they have their little rooms separately, but then when they come together, everything's together. It's like the kitchen and the living room and the dining room, everything's together. Yes. So, it just, I think it's the nostalgic part of it. Yes. I just love that so many good things happen there.
Totally.
Love you, New Girl.
I know.
All right. Okay, your number 3, Dr.
Okay,
S.
so my number 3 is If I Were a Single Girl in the City, from the show Gossip Girl.
Ooh.
Where Lily and Serena van der Woodsen live. It's their apartment in New York.
Oh, okay.
I know you didn't watch it, but if you saw it, you would love it.
Well, beautiful. I'm looking at it right now. It looks beautiful.
It is amazing. I know. And I had to like pick, for all of these, you have to like pick the perfect shot to encompass. Like,
it's difficult.
It's a struggle. People don't know the amount of work that goes into this.
There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so intrigued. All right, so my number 2 is going to go to the house from the OC. Oh
Which
my gosh.
one?
How bougie am I? Seth, the Coens.
The Coen house.
With the beach backdrop.
Yes.
That infinity pool.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but what a dream come true house for me. Like, if I wanted to be bad and bougie,
yes,
that's the house I would choose.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I want to watch it again just to see the house.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Guess what?
Stop it.
My number 2 is the Coen house.
Shut up! You did. We both picked number 2.
I know. But mine was just the pool house.
Oh. Wait, but is it the same picture?
It's the same picture. It's the same picture. That's the best part.
Where Ryan lives?
You know that it's actually in Malibu?
No, I actually believe that.
It's in Malibu.
Okay.
It's not in the orange.
It's not in the OC.
It's not in the We would never live there.
Oh my gosh, that's so
That is
cool.
so fun.
High five.
Yeah.
Number
we could
2.
live there together.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's work on that.
Yeah. Right. This is where Ryan lived.
That is so
Yes.
cool.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
glad you chose that. Number 2.
I love that we do this show
we
together.
Match it up though.
No, but like literally 2 to 2. Yes. Okay.
All right, everybody, the big reveal, number one. So my number one TV home I would like to live in is none other than Monica and Rachel's apartment in Friends.
Yes.
Okay, can I just first start off by saying my favorite color's purple. I know yours is too. The walls are purple.
It was made for you.
It was.
You are the friends.
I am. Okay, I think so.
Yes,
we are the
for
friends.
sure.
Yeah.
I'd be your friend.
Yeah.
Next door.
Yeah. Well, no, you can live with us. Everybody
yes,
like lives there
true.
at some point.
We rotate.
Yeah. So, obviously that's like they can't afford it. Okay. Can we just
Well,
talk
it's like
about
sublet from her grandma or something.
Yeah, it's like rent control.
Actually, totally shady that they even can live there, but we're not gonna say anything because we want the show to go on.
Exactly. Again, it's a big open space. They got the rooms off to the side, but they always come together and meet there, and it is cozy to me.
Right.
That's my number one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited to hear your number
so
one.
number one for me
Okay.
is also from Parenthood. I just have to
No
say that
way.
show. I know. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do two from her, but you know what? I gotta be real here. I'm an honest person. It's Julia and Joel's house from Parenthood.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and the picture I chose has a staircase in it.
Oh.
It's very modern. What I love about it is a very modern interior decor. They have a child, and they make
they do.
look like a child lives there. That doesn't happen on TV very much because it's like, oh,
They
perfect.
do make it look that way?
They do. There's toys and there's stuff, and it looks like, I mean, I have a house with toys all over the place. It doesn't look as cool as theirs, but it's like
I forgot about that.
I would love to live in their house. It's just an amazing
Very modern,
modern decor, like very cool furniture. A kid lives there, and it doesn't look like crazy town.
Oh, good one.
My house.
What a beautiful home.
It
Okay.
is. I know. I chose the staircase too because the staircase is like iconic of their house.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my gosh, that was really fun. That was more fun than I thought it would be.
I'm so happy that we had one in the same for number two.
Oh, that's so cool.
Right?
We gotta remember this.
Infinity pool
Episode 6.
overlooking the ocean.
Yes. That's so cool.
So I don't even know. 6? I did it.
Right here.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, well, let's move on. Are you ready?
Yes, I think so.
I am so excited to introduce a new segment that we are trying out, and it is called Humor Me.
Humor me for a moment, please.
So, you know, it's basically our chance to talk about something TV related that we really feel like you need to hear about it, but we probably don't know about it. So it's something that you're seeing that I'm not seeing, and vice versa.
We could see it as like a educational moment. Like, I will educate you.
Please do. I'm
And
really excited about it.
maybe it will be something that you wind up wanting to watch.
You never know.
But if you don't, no pressure. No pressure.
So the way it's going to work, Dr. S, is you're going to get 60 seconds to tell me why you want to talk about this.
Okay.
Okay, it's something I don't know about, but
Not very much.
I'm excited to
You
learn.
know a little, though.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, 60 seconds.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so thank you for humoring me. I want to talk about Riverdale, and I'm going to talk about Riverdale every week that there's a new episode because I just love it. And just in a nutshell, there have been 2 seasons plus 5 episodes, and it's basically about a gang of 4 teenagers in high school. Archie, Betty, Veronica, and Jughead. Names sound familiar because they're based on Archie comics. Murder, mystery, they're kind of detective-y, Scooby-Doo-like. There's gruesome murders, beautiful people. We're about entering season 3, so 5 seasons in. It's based off of the narrative of True Detective, which I've already mentioned is so amazing. So leading into the next week's episode, which I'll talk about next week, Archie's in jail. Juvie, actually. He's become the star of the Warden's Fight Club. So he takes off his shirt a lot to fight people.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't want to hurt people, so he just takes a lot of blows. He's really good at taking blows and then just like kicking people's butt in the last moment.
Go, Archie.
Archie and Veronica are together. Jughead and Betty are together. And then there's murder, mystery, lots of people dying, griffins and gargoyles, evil stuff happens. Next week, I will tell you what happens next.
Okay, you're done. You're done.
Yes.
60. Hey.
It was like a decent summary. Your turn. Go.
Oh, my humor me is about Teen Mom. Okay, listen, y'all. That is my guilty pleasure. I absolutely love this show. I like putting myself in somebody else's shoes, something that I can't relate to but want to learn more about. Obviously, I'm not a teen or a mom. I never was a teen mom. I have watched these moms and these children grow up since the premiere 9 years ago. There's no way I'm stopping now since I've invested so much time in them. So the topics don't just talk about teen pregnancy and what it's like to grow up with a child. You're growing up together. It also talks about abuse, mental health, addiction, adoption. These are really inspiring teens. It's not just teen mom. It's so much more than that. It's bigger than that. Like I said, I'm really fascinated by lifestyles that I don't know about. So I like to learn more about it. Anyway, I would like to point out that there was a study in 2014 by the National Bureau of Economic Research that found that the show ultimately led to 5.7% reduction in teen pregnancies in the 18 months that the show premiered. So it's doing good.
Good job. I just want to jump in though because
Please.
Part of this segment is to see if you can inspire me to watch a show. I've never watched Teen Mom, but I've heard about it through the years. And I have a very good source, my niece, who's now 22, and she told me when she was a teenager watching this show that it made her not want to have sex or have babies.
Yes.
Good job, MTV.
Good job, MTV.
And
Thank you.
guess what? She's in college, just graduated, no babies.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
I mean, if you have babies, that's cool too. But it's not really about glamorizing. It's about letting you know how it really is. So
the truth will set you free. I like that. I like that. That was kind of fun.
That was fun. Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm kind of sweaty.
But it was worth it to get our points across.
Right? More to come.
Yes, more to come, definitely. All right, are you ready to talk about our next show?
For more than a minute?
Yes,
hopefully. I will try.
Probably, definitely.
Let's do it.
Okay, the next show we're going to talk about is a weekly show called The Voice.
This is The Voice.
All right, so we had told you last time that we have chosen our own teams. You chose 4 singers. I chose 4.
Yes.
And we're trying to see whose singers can get the farthest.
Yes.
Okay.
So how are we doing?
Farthest. Well, based on this last week, it appears that we're doing okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what's really cool is that out of the 8 that we chose, 4 of them, their performances played in the knockouts on this last week. So let me start with the first battle was between Keith and Tyke, and Keith is one of yours.
Keith.
Right.
Good job, Birdman.
Oh, the Birdman. With the new baby.
With the cute baby.
So he sang You Are the Best Thing, and then Tyke sang Ring of Fire. And Tyke actually ended up winning that knockout, but Keith was stolen by Kelly.
Take you back. Kelly, thank you.
You're still in it, Keith.
Kelly, you never let me down.
She really does.
Saved my Keith.
Right. So then next was from Team Adam. We had Radha.
Yeah.
Again,
yes, from my team.
Yes, versus Reagan. Again, Reagan won that knockout.
And she was good.
Oh, they were great though.
She was Reagan really good, and Radha was good.
She sang "I'll Be There."
Yeah, which is hard.
She did great.
Go ahead.
But you know why it doesn't matter? Because Adam saved her.
Thank you, Adam.
Good job,
I did not pay these judges, by the way. Couldn't afford it if I wanted to.
I want to talk about another knockout that happened for Team Blake. It was Katrina versus Foon Show. We did not choose either of those, but Foon Show's rendition of "Earned It" by The Weeknd was so good.
He is amazing, and you had me at The Weeknd, first of all.
Yeah, exactly.
Foon Show is so good, and then when he sang that song, it was amazing.
He was not on my radar, but now he is.
Yes.
All right, and then the next pairing was Team Jennifer, Patrick and Sandy Red. Again, Sandy Red. She stole her from me, but whatever. It's part of her team.
Yep.
She didn't win.
What the heck?
Knockout.
Isn't that
Patrick
weird?
did. Yeah, but Jennifer saved her.
Again, I don't have enough money to pay these people to save my people, but I appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on now to Team Blake. It was Dave versus Cameron, which, by the way, Dave did a beautiful version of Stuck on You.
So good.
And Cameron, of course, was one of my team members, and he didn't win. So much more of the same.
Yes.
Dave won, but Cameron was stolen by Adam.
Woohoo!
So we are still in it.
Nice.
So obviously the remainder of our contestants will be next week.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh. Hey, what did you think about Blake's little phrase, screwed the pooch? What does that mean? And is it not appropriate to talk about?
Well, if you think about it literally, probably not. I didn't even expect to be questioned along these lines at all.
He was talking
There's
about...
images in my head that
I know.
take them out.
I know.
Take them out.
It was Dave versus Cameron. He's like, well, to be honest with you, none of you really screwed the pooch.
What, Blake?
What are you
The
talking
country
about?
in you is coming out, dude.
Yeah. Maybe that's a country term that we just don't know about.
I've heard it, but I never really broke it down.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought that was really funny.
I wish I never did.
Well, okay. Well,
Okay.
we can move on from it. But
Okay.
So we still have to hear from Anthony,
Yes?
from your team, me, Kirk J, Chevelle, and Jake. So we'll see how they do. Everybody, again, please don't forget to follow along on the voice app, Tori Talks TV. We're still there. We're working it out. I'm going on. I'm gaining points.
And judges, thank you for saving all our people. Because
Yeah, thank God.
none of our people actually won it outright.
Win!
No, they didn't. But hey, you know what? We're still in it.
Still
in it to
won
win
our
it.
hearts.
In it to win it, people.
Oh, I have to mention, by the way, that Mariah was their key advisor.
And didn't you love how they spent 20,000 minutes setting her up? Like, we don't know who she is. Oh my gosh.
She's
Like,
amazing.
yeah, okay, let me tell you all the things we know about Mariah Carey. Like, you don't tell me who the knockout, little coaches are, but, we all know who Mariah Carey is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, please just introduce, Halsey.
I just, right? But I love
Thomas
how,
Rhett.
Fascinated and infatuated they were when they saw her. They were
She was so good, though. She was a good... I was
I
not...
love her.
I didn't have high hopes for her because I heard
Really?
rumors. I heard rumors that she's a little bit...
Diva?
Well, I don't know, but she was great. She was so inspirational. I love how she offered to do the hair for one of the contestants.
Oh, that
She's
was so cute.
I also have what did she say? I've been trained beauty.
Yeah, she knows how to do hair.
I know, so I'll do your hair.
That was really cute.
Good job,
I know.
Mariah.
I know. It was
And
really
she's gonna be a judge next season.
Excuse me, breaking news alert. What?
Yeah, it's true.
It's
really
wait,
true.
who's the place that she's taking? Which coach? You
I don't know if that info is available
Surprise!
yet.
We'll
Yes.
find out. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I guess
You learn something new
somebody
every time.
I got a text
Oh, lucky you.
from NBC.
I didn't know. Gosh, you know a lot of
I
really
know.
important
I was
people.
dude, you gotta save these people. These people are on our teams. And also, who's the next judge?
I didn't know that, but I love Mariah Carey. I'm so happy she's on the
Yes,
show.
I know.
Okay,
But before we move on, I just wanted I will later direct tweet this to all the contestants, but please, unsolicited advice from Dr. S. Please do not choose a song sung by a legend extremely well. Choose a great song that everybody knows by somebody who is a good singer, but then you kill it. You kill it and you will win.
Hey, I think that's really good
It's
advice.
good
I'd like to
advice.
second that.
Thank you.
Can I just talk about Cameron singing "I Shot the Sheriff"? Don't try to sing "I Shot the Sheriff."
Don't do that. And don't sing Mariah or Whitney or Jennifer Hudson.
Or Kelly Clarkson.
Or Kelly Clarkson. Yes. Don't do that.
But
Yeah.
good effort.
We applaud the effort, but you got lucky. You got saved.
But you all lost your knockouts
Let's
for a
learn
reason.
from that. We want to win the knockout, or we want to win. There are no more saves, people.
No, I know, but we still love you.
No more saves, no more steals. It's all about America now.
Oh, it's in your hands.
It's in our hands.
All right, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see
Yes.
the next episode.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to our segment called Worth a Watch. So we're going to recommend something that we think you should be watching.
Yes.
I would like you to go first.
I go
Dr.
first?
Yeah. Is that
Okay.
okay?
So just to change it up a little bit this week, I'm not doing Worth a Watch, but I'm doing Worth a Watch. So I'm actually asking you to tell me if this show is worth the watch.
What?
So last week, inspired by our new inductee to the Wall of Fame, Dexter, we talked a little bit about Michael C. Hall and what a great actor he is.
Yeah.
So I was kind of curious, what's he up to? So
These
I
days.
kind of went searching, and he actually was just in a Netflix original that got released really recently called Safe.
Are you serious?
Safe. Have you heard of this?
No.
No. So one season has come out. It's called Safe, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it because I like Michael C. Hall.
What do you mean by safe? Like where you put
Safe.
your money or safe word? Or neither?
Neither.
I went
just,
there.
It's like, are you safe? Are these people safe? Because I don't know. I just started watching the pilot, and I'll just say that it's a suspense thriller set in the UK, and Michael C. Hall speaks in a British accent.
Okay, what?
I tried so hard. I tried to get in the moment, disavow everything I know about Michael C. Hall and that he's American and he speaks with an American accent. But he's speaking with a British accent and I just couldn't get immersed. And so I just want the viewers to tell me, is Safe worth the watch? Is it worth me
Oh.
getting into it? Like, will I be able to like disavow that Michael C. Hall does not speak in a British accent? Because in that first episode, I was kind of like, But apparently it is a suspense thriller, family drama, and I really want to watch it because I support Michael C. Hall, but I really, like, in that episode, I just, like, kept getting taken out.
Maybe I'm a sucker
Take
for
it out.
accents, but I can't think of anything sexier than Michael C. Hall with the British accent, or Dexter with the British accent.
Like, I kill you, but I'm British.
Okay, so
Well, maybe you should watch it and tell me if it's worth the watch.
I would love to.
Yeah, so
Gladly.
that's worth a watch with a question mark.
Oh, that's really cool. I like
Okay.
that you did that.
Oh, thank you.
Way to
thank
change
you.
it up, Dr. S.
Oh, thank you.
Well, my worth a watch is on a network called Food Network. Have you ever heard of it?
Isn't that where
Food
Top
Network?
Chef is on?
No, that's Bravo.
Oh, shut up.
But Chopped is on Food Network. Anyway,
Oh,
it's called...
But I have heard of Food Network too.
Okay, good.
They have
Goodness.
food shows on there.
There is a show, an annual show called Holiday Baking Championship. Woo woo.
Sounds exciting.
Okay, what is it? It is some of the best bakers from all around the country. They come together, they compete for a cash prize and the title of Hollywood. Well, they are in Hollywood. Holiday Baking Champion. So, obviously that's really cool to see people and their art and they can make, cookies and they make them look like the craziest things. Okay, cool. I get it, obviously. But can we just talk about the host for a minute? His name is Jesse Palmer. Do you know who Jesse Palmer is, Dr. S?
I do not.
He's a hunk of a man, former
good.
NFL player.
Oh.
Oh, boy. So before the host was one of the Dean brothers, Paula Dean.
Yeah, I know Paula Dean.
Sons. Yeah, one of her sons was the host. Very cute, sweet, likable guy. But Jesse Palmer has taken over.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
I sometimes I don't even know what
Hot stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I like hot stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you don't really care about baking, just watch it for Jesse Palmer because it's beautiful. And he's really funny. He's really like cheeky.
Hot and funny.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good combination. So
I don't mind it.
the 2018 show premieres Monday, November 5th.
Oh.
So
That's really soon.
it's coming up.
Yeah.
I recommend because I've watched every other show from previous years and it's wonderful. And Jesse Palmer, oh, he makes it. I've got hearts in my eyes. It's worth the watch for him alone. Oh gosh, I'm so
I just have to applaud Food Network too because like all these shows you can't even taste the food, but yet we're all in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How do they do that?
I don't know. It's like eye candy.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on
Okey-doke.
to our Wall of Fame. Are you ready to induct a new show?
I am.
This is a really good one. Well, they all
They
are,
all are.
obviously.
Hence the Wall
of Fame.
Fame.
Okay, this show is Sex and the City.
Yay!
You
You go, ladies.
That should have been one of our favorite theme songs.
That used to be my ringtone on my phone
No.
for years.
You're lying.
No, I wish I still had it, but
Oh,
I don't know.
wow.
I could.
It's a good one.
It's good.
Where do we begin about these four beautiful, rich ladies?
They are rich. They're financially independent.
Oh, I like that.
They can buy whatever they want to, and
Yeah.
they do.
And
They are
do.
like the embodiment of like conspicuous consumption. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was really
They
smart.
like show off their wealth. They have no shame about it, and
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
But they don't have to.
It's
Why would
fine.
you want to shame somebody for being...
There's no reason why you shouldn't. 'Cause
Absolutely.
You earned it.
Good for you.
It's your money. If you want to spend it on Manolos,
Okay, can we talk about how fashion played a huge role in that show?
totally.
I want to be honest, I didn't get it half the time, but I think it's because I'm not in that scene, that New York
Same.
fashion scene.
I get it.
But I trusted them, and they obviously are beautiful,
Yeah.
so...
And it made them happy, and
Yeah.
they didn't have to make anyone else happy. So if they wanted to spend their money on clothes, then they should do it.
Good for you.
Right?
Let's talk about the writing, like how like cynical and like tongue-in-cheek and very adult-like the writing was.
Totally.
When I watched it, I was an adult, but not like, I didn't know.
Did you have permission from your mom to watch it?
No.
Oh.
No, I did not.
Oh.
I just did
Oh.
it. I'm a rebel in that way. Another reason why I actually like being the self-proclaimed prude that I am, I couldn't relate to a lot of it, but I was so fascinated
Did the
by
idea
it.
of a buddy really bother you?
Oh,
'Cause-
no. No,
No?
it didn't.
So prude or no prude? I don't know.
You know,
You remember they would talk about that a lot,
I
though.
do remember that, but I was like, hey, you go, girl. No right or wrong. Whatever is right for you.
Good for you.
Like, you know, even though I'm a prude, doesn't mean that that's the right way to be. Like,
to each her own.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's why, again, watching shows that I can't really relate to, but I want to discover that side of it. So they touched on, like, probably every relationship, like, / dating issue that you could think of.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They went there.
They did.
And there were no boundaries.
No boundaries.
HBO, right?
HBO.
Thank you, HBO.
I think that was one of their first groundbreaking series. I think that's their slogan.
Was it really?
Groundbreaking series.
I believe it. It was beautifully done.
Around the time of The Sopranos and all that.
Oh, we gotta talk about The Sopranos eventually.
Someday.
But anyway, it was always, of course, nice to see women get along and support each other.
Yes.
Camaraderie.
It was always all about their relationship with each other more than the men around them. But then when the men around them became like the centerpiece, they would call them on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally. So I really like the way they explored that ambivalence around monogamous relationships. Like, they both wanted it and questioned it at the same time. And I don't know of any other show that allows women to explore that ambivalence.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. And they were all kind of different in their own way, and the way they expressed themselves sexually.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask you, Dr. S, first there's two questions here. Yes. Who do you think you're most like, and who is your favorite?
Oh, goodness.
So, okay, who's your favorite character of the 4 main characters?
Oh gosh. Samantha.
Okay, why?
I think because she just didn't give a about anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to use that word because that's how she would say it.
Good for you. Yes.
But the one I'm really probably most like is Charlotte.
Why though?
Because, I don't know, she's just more like reserved in the way she expresses herself. Like, she's totally like a sexual being. We know this. But yet she like wears the pretty dresses. She's not sure what she's allowed to say about what she really wants.
Right.
But yeah, they all have, like, she has an inner Charlotte, and then Charlotte or Samantha has an inner Charlotte. Charlotte has an inner Samantha.
Oh,
is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get that.
So they all kind of embody different aspects of each other, and especially as the series progressed, we saw different parts of each character in the different characters. I think.
Oh, interesting. Well, my favorite would actually be Miranda. I don't know. I like that she was like that, like, really busy, like, lawyer, like, really into her work or whatever. Yes. And then, like, that was kind of her main focus. And then, like, yeah, they came in and out and blah, blah, blah. But, like, she just seems so tough and, like, I don't need a man. If it happens, it happens. And I think that that's what I strive to be like. But I think that I'm a combination of Carrie and Charlotte.
Yes.
Charlotte,
you totally have a Carrie vibe. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that throughout your life.
have heard it.
Especially when your hair goes curly.
I was just going to say, people say, because I have naturally curly hair.
She doesn't wake up like this.
I do not. It takes
secret.
a long time.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
It's tedious, but it's worth it. Yeah. But no, I've actually heard that, I've been told that I look like her, but I also, like, I get her vibe. Like, she's cool. Like,
a little neurotic, but very cute.
True. Very true.
Lovable neurotic.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what else I love? Like, when she has, like, the old cell phones, like the flip phone cell phones, and everybody else is, like, doing their smartphones, she's like, I don't know.
It's
like,
fine.
And I kind of feel the same way. I just go with technology because that's, like, what I'm supposed to do. But, like, I would still have, like, a landline.
And you just want to talk to people because you're a nice person.
Oh, thanks. I think so. Sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
Most of the time. Sex in the City.
Like, almost always.
Oh, thanks. I try.
Can I tell you something funny, too?
Oh, yes.
So, Sex and the City was the last show that I recall actually recording on videotapes. VHS. Yeah. Yep. So I had a best friend who didn't have HBO, and I would, like, literally record it and, like, hand it to him and be like, here you go, last Sunday's episode.
Oh my
gosh.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. It doesn't seem like that long ago, but, like, Sex and the City was back in VHS days.
I really didn't know that.
Yeah. Do you remember VHS?
Yes, I do.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, I grew up in that time. Yeah.
But I really love, too, that, like, there was a spectrum of men relationships available to these women. So, like, men could be, like, their gay best friends, their buddies, their husbands, their, like, bad boy boyfriends. There was just, like, a whole spectrum of availability for these men relationships, and they were just kind of, like, negotiating them all and, like, seeing where these men fit into their lives. But yet the 4 women, were, like, the core of the show.
Yes.
And they were, like, the most important people to each other.
That is so true.
Love that.
But men could also, you know, it's not just, I think people think it's just for women, but I think men could learn a lot from it if you watch it, like what women are looking for, you know, different types of women. So it's just for women. I think men appreciate it too.
I think so.
So welcome to our Wall of Fame.
I miss
on Tori
you,
Talks
Sex in the
TV.
City.
We miss you so much.
Thank you for being in my life.
Oh my goodness, episode 6. We never disappoint, do we? We always have fun
We
on
don't
Tori Talks
disappoint
TV.
ourselves.
I'm pretty happy with.
I'm happy. Yeah, that was really fun.
That was good. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time on episode 7. One of my favorite numbers, by the way.
7.
Yeah.
7.
Everybody, enjoy. Happy Election Day. Happy TV watching, and we'll see you next time on.
Don't forget to subscribe.
See you next time on Tori Talks TV. Come closer, my dear. The better to see you.
Come closer.
Oh, God.
Come closer.